teaching in dual immersion program really provides a lot of learning opportunities. I also look at teaching as kind of being a gardener, and teaching is similar to that. You have a plan, you plant a seed, then you kind of nurture it and help it grow.
Our school is special, first of all, because we have an immersion program and neighborhood program together. So it's special because we learn about each other's cultures. Having those conversations, how do we thrive together?
This is a 9 to 10 program. It's a 9 to 10 model. That means that students who enter the program in the kindergarten, they spend 90% of the day speaking Russian. So it doesn't matter whether you come from a family where they speak Russian or not, you spend pretty much the whole day speaking Russian. So that is really helpful. And I've seen a lot of students gaining a lot of confidence as they were moving from one grade to another.
Once they start to learn one language, at least one language, then they become very curious about other languages. And Russian is one of the most difficult languages, so for thinking, for cognitive processing, it's a huge advantage.
When I realized that, oh, there's Russian here, and they held up like samples of first grade writing, I was just like sold. The teachers that teach this program are responsible for designing the curriculum and executing the curriculum, and that the teachers know their curriculum because they're the ones who designed it. That's great. She's learning Russian through exposure as opposed to through lecture. They're teaching each other as opposed to the teacher teaching everyone. So that's something that I really like about this program. It gives her an opportunity to be a learner and a leader within the same peer group.
Мне нравится быть в этом классе, потому что у нас хорошая ученица, мы много изучаем, и когда мы будем большим, у нас будет хорошая работа.
Russia is a very cultural country, so it brings a lot of classic literature. It brings classical music to the world, ballet and art. So I'm very proud that I can teach this kind of stuff to my students who will be prepared to be in this diverse society in the future.
For me, my family is Lithuanian and Czech, so with Rose learning Russian, I'm hoping that that opens up her ability to go back to where our roots are and find commonality with those people.
In our world, being able to speak 2 languages puts you at an incredible advantage to being able to work and communicate and exchange across different cultures. And it really enriches not only the individual's world, but the world around them. In terms of cognitive, what the research says is that their problem-solving skills are actually greatly enhanced when you're bilingual. You're also, your executive control, right up here, your executive control, your decision-making is actually enhanced. The onset of Alzheimer's is delayed by 6 years, so it's quite significant. We also know that by 5th grade, we were seeing 7 months advancement in English reading, and by 8th grade, that was almost a full academic year.
And learning any language gives you more insight on your own culture, gives you more insight on how English works. I know I've often had students tell me, wow, I learned a lot more about English grammar than I ever knew before because I'm studying this other language.
If the person speaks one language, he has one mind. If the person speaks 2 languages, he has 2 minds. So the kids who start to learn another language before 10 years old, their mind develops drastically different, and those those kids who did not have a chance to be exposed to languages.
Russian's the best. Yeah, Russian's the best ever.
Is there any advantage to Russian over the others? I think that economically, probably. In Russia, there are not a lot of English speakers, and Russia has a lot of entrepreneurial spirit. They want to expand. Eventually that will change, and those entrepreneurs there, they don't know English, but she could be a bridge. Diplomatically, she could be a bridge. Scientifically, she could be a bridge. So there's all these options to bridge to a culture that is largely pretty unknown in the United States.
After Kelly Elementary, students go to Lane Middle School and then to Franklin High School. Why not have your child come to this program, learn the language, and be able to listen to Sergei Prokofiev, Peter and the Wolf in their original language?
Да, вот это они сидит в ванной он, и тут пузырьки, значит. Вот так надо рисовать. Хорошо. Итак. Лев.